Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Oh, yeah, what have I gotten myself into again? Apparently I'm making a space elevator? Yeah, this doesn't seem like a good idea, but we're gonna try. I've been adding a whole bunch of supporting stuff here to make sure that this is all possible, and apparently I am staring at the inside of my stomach. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I've been setting up everything so that the MBT can fly away and this place can actually function on its own. I also made a copy of the control panel, and I've been continuing to paint over here. So I can kind of... like that. So I'm almost done filling everything in. Oh, it looks like... is that going to do it in... oh, no, I'm still going to have a little bit over there. Oh, that's good. Yep, and the guns are continuing to shoot things. And I brought over the barges. That one over there is getting uranium, and there's one up there somewhere getting silver. And there's also gold at both locations. I can kind of... oh yeah, it's right in the middle of the crosshairs over there. It looks like a tree. Oh, I heard that. Somebody's still here. Uh-huh. Hiding in the shadows, huh? You know what? Stop it. Thank you. I added a second turret, but of course I added it kind of in the wrong spot, so oh well. As you can tell, that was great. As you can tell, I've been doing quite a bit. So we've got a whole stack of assemblers because... ooh, I go through a lot of steel just in this, like, place alone. Who knows? Well, I know. I've actually done the math. I came up with a total amount to get from here to 0G, and the amount is a buttload. This is my little, I don't know, central hub of everything that I need. I've added a little basics container here so that I have everything I need when I need it. Uh-oh. Oh no, that was fine. And this right here is where we're going to start the space elevator. Okay. So I'm thinking that I kind of want to build a structure around this thing that will let us work underneath as well as get up on top, so that the kind of the first floor of the space elevator will be raised a bit, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to kind of throw on, thinking something a little bit like this. Or maybe I should do stairs. You know what? Normal stairs always look just way too, I don't know, space consuming. Luckily I have lots of space in this case, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so the number one thing I know is that I want conveyors running all the way up. I can't believe that I'm doing this. I've heard that there are limits to grid size. Whoops. And that every once in a while I'm going to need to do a connector or something like that. Some sort of repeater. So we'll have to play with that. Also, I have been discovering, for just recently, yeah, look, interior plate. For some reason, my Igors have stopped pulling. They're not pulling from any containers. I actually have to manually put things into Igor. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's not that hard, but I just kind of go find wherever I'm storing stuff and drop a couple of thousand in there of whatever it is I need. And away it goes. So the next thing we're going to need is a structure that the elevator can actually grip to. So this is going to be something along like this. And then we're going to let wheels connect in. And I'm thinking, for now, I'm just going to have those pieces. I was thinking about doing something a little bit decorative, like this. But I'm not sure that that's really necessary. I could also do kind of a round armor bit. That is not a round armor bit. That is a round armor bit. We're going to put a conveyor junction there and a light armor block there. That will actually allow me to make changes to the conveyor tubes without having this whole thing come down. So I can actually just cut out a middle piece and put in a conveyor block there if I need to, which I actually do need to. Because this is how we're going to have our elevator get all of its components. Because we're going to build the elevator around the outside of this. And I just realized I made this platform way too small. There we go. Now it works. So that's going to be our elevator. And it's going to need a way to actually... Let's see. I think we're going to do wheels. I know we're going to do wheels. That's not even a question. I actually think I might want to move that whole structure up one. Or this structure down one. Alright, that's better. That's more what I was thinking. This was important so that the wheels didn't actually rub into anything. So if the wheel... I'm going to have a 1x1 wheel pushing up against this side right here. But I don't want the outside of that touching the top or the bottom. So, let's do... Oh, but not there either. And this elevator is going to have to be pretty large to house everything that I want to have in there. So right now I'm just doing kind of the core structure. There's going to be a lot more, and we can add more to the outside as long as we keep it fairly balanced, I think. Now, where is this? I think that's how this is going to work. So we do that. Yeah. Which direction is that? Yes. Huh. Well, that was interesting. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and respawn, and I wonder how far my body went. And why. Oh, I did a 3x3. That was not what I wanted to do. Well, my body went a very long way. Let's go see if we can find it. There's nothing worse than these crags for finding a body. If you ever want to hide a body in Space Engineers, these crag-like structures are great. Oh well. Luckily I've got plenty of components. Should I drop off and get some uranium? Since I'm over here. Ooh, nice. That's a lot of uranium. It's like 600,000 uranium. I can live with that. I'll have to check and see if the reactors or the refineries are done refining. Yeah, it's still processing the ore I brought in last time. Alright, let's try this again with the right-sized wheel. A 1x1. There we go. Yes, that is. And it's in the wrong position. Cool. Alright. That should do it. There we go. Okay, so this wheel right here, and actually I've got the parts. Just throw that together. So this wheel right here will run on this wall And we're going to need to make sure that it's nice and flat all the way up, but that shouldn't be an issue. So when that disconnects... Yeah. Okay. That should be good. The other thing we're going to need is a connector right here, so let's put that in. So we'll start with a conveyor junction there, and we'll put in a connector there. And then that conveyor junction can, you know, connect to all the other thingamabobs. Okay, so this is the bottom layer of wheels, but we're also going to have another set of wheels up higher. For stability, I'm thinking we're going to do a complete inverse of the directions. We'll do like this, this, and that. So those 8 wheels should be plenty to keep this thing in place as it's going up and down. I tested out using them as actual drive wheels, and when the elevator was small, it worked fine. I could actually drive up. I didn't need any kind of thrusters or anything like that. As soon as I started adding on additional weight of any kind, it couldn't do it anymore. So, long story short, we're going to need thrusters to move this thing. Okay, now when I release the actual merge block, this thing's going to initially fall. And so I kind of want to put something in place to keep it from taking damage. The problem is if I do wheels, which I like to use as kind of shock absorbers, as you know. Let's see, let's throw, okay. But if I put in wheels like this, like if I put a wheel right here, when I release that merge block, it's going to actually, like, link these two. So the merge block release won't actually happen. They'll still be one part. So I need some way to use a wheel without it actually attaching to the elevator itself. Well, that's when we do this. So that wheel is attached to the base, and I just realized an even simpler way to do this. I don't need these. Just use bigger wheels. There we go. That'll do a great job. Put these all the way around. It'll look a little funny. It'll look like this thing's going to try and drive away, but that's okay. There. That should definitely cushion, you know, any kind of shortfalls. It's not going to cushion a fall from space or anything. Well, I'm eventually going to need an antenna and a remote control block. So let's put those on now. Yeah, let's put the remote control block right there. Just like that. And the antenna... Antennas are huge. Right here. Rotate it like that. We're good. Yeah. Okay. You're loud. Is the assembler any quieter? Everybody's loud. Shush. I'm trying to record an episode here. It's nice and quiet over here. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. This button. This is what I want. Alright, where are those merge blocks? Let's go ahead and do merge block 2 off. That thunk was a good news, because that means it's now sitting on something that it wasn't sitting on before. Good. Look at that. Okay, so there's actually no way without a control panel to turn that merge block back on. Let's put in a battery. Let's also throw a repair beacon on here. There we go. Igor, make my battery, please. Alright, here we go. So now I should be able to use this control panel here to redo the merge block. But you know what? I am going to save first, because when redoing merge blocks, yeah, always save first. Merge block elevator on. And there we go. We are reconnected. Beautiful. Here. And here. And here. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing to actually go. So I should be able to take control. And then turn off the merge block. Ooh. Okay, didn't need to take control, and now I can't take control. Why is this? Oh, the antenna never completed. That could be a problem. Okay, let's remerge. Let that battery continue to charge. These nanite factories are not stocked with antenna parts. Now I can take control. Oh, I guess I could before. Merge block elevator off. Aha, now I can take control, and I can't go anywhere. I don't think I had much more weight in my test world, and those thrusters were enough. There were plenty, actually. The only thing I had different was that these were not... Well, I actually did have the wheels functioning too, so they were doing some of the work. One thing I know that I did in my test world is I got the wheels, I set the wheel power and friction to maximum. And I had the height offset to 0. I set the speed limit pretty low. And I think that was about it. Turn propulsion back on. I had to invert propulsion for quite a few of them because when I actually take control, we'll see that some of the wheels will actually try to go the opposite directions. So I went through each one of the wheels and made sure that they're driving in the right direction. So you can see that kind of, well, it starts looking like it's spinning backward, but that's a graphical thing. I've got them all spinning in the right direction now, and it's still not going anywhere. So I have a feeling, and it's like not even budging, which kind of suggests something. I have a feeling that these actually are getting in the way. So I'm going to quickly remove those and see if it goes anywhere. Last one. What are the chances? Will we go anywhere? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, look at that. Okay. So, yeah, we can't have those corner pieces on. Oh, well. All that work for nothing. Not having those connected to each other makes me a little nervous, but I mean they are still solid because they're connected to the conveyors. Barely. Oh. Okay, I'm out of hydrogen. All right, shall we test this thing out? Yes, we should. Take control. And go. Look at that. Smooth. And actually, if I did this right, I should be able to turn the connector back on. And where is that connector? Yeah, you see it kind of wibble wobble around. Now if I hit P, yep, there we go. It's actually connected into the connector up here. There we go. Sweetness. Now I can replace this guy here. This makes me nervous. Because, like, this piece right here, you know, I think, yeah, I want to have something between these blocks. So I could put my favorite little mini piece here. And I think, oh, yeah, maybe? Will I get away with that? Well, according to this, I will. So this should lock the sides together. At least those two sides, right? And if I put them all the way around, we'll find out if it'll actually roll past those in just a second. I think it will, because like I said, I had an angle block that was just the regular angle like this piece, and it worked fine. I think it was just because I had those rounded ones that stuck out just a little bit further. That was the problem. Alright, so now... Whoa! I thought I was standing on that. Okay, let's get rid of this piece and put a merge block in there. There we go. Okay. We'll let Igor finish that up, but there you go. That should do it. Okay. We have a functioning elevator, large-scale elevator, that has plenty of drive, plenty of capability to drive up there. It's got pretty much everything it needs. It's recharging its batteries right now. Not entirely confident in how much battery is in there. Fully recharged in 19 minutes. I guess we went through a lot of battery. Okay, I'm going to set this for recharge. Ooh, that remind me when I'm recording next time that I need to make sure to set that back to not recharge. Otherwise, this thing is going to plummet to the ground and crash. And I'm going to have to rebuild everything. And I'll probably reload. Actually, I won't have to remember because I'm going to go to try and take control and wonder why it doesn't work. No, well, anyway, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that thumbs up and tell me what you think I'm doing wrong. Oh, that looks scary. It looks like it's not connected to the ground. Sorry, that just totally took me by surprise. I just hadn't really looked at it from this angle before. I should use that as my thumbnail. People are going to think I'm nuts. It looks like it's not connected at all. That's great. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, make sure and hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit that alarm bell, and as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech. And next time, we will be actually making this taller and maybe even making it self-reproducible.